Hello, Just Too Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Super Mario 2025 Baby Peach and Grand Prix set. This has 823 pieces, 4 characters, and it retails for $80 in the United States where it releases January 1st. Let's take a look at those characters. The most interesting figure of this set is LEGO Baby Peach. This is our first Baby Peach in any LEGO set ever. The design of this is actually a really cool build. I'm going to compare it to the Baby Mario and Baby Luigi introduced in this wave in a sec, but for now, the shaping of her hair is really cool on how they use some triangular pieces and even a sloped 1x1 piece right there. I also like the simplistic use of, say, 1x2 jumpers, just like Baby Mario and Baby Luigi for the ears, but you even have a printed 1x2 jumper at the front, which is just a little difference that at the start of this video recording, I actually put that at the side of the ear because I didn't even notice that. That just adds extra detail. I like the 1x2 face print, and you even have a printed circular base brick right there, which has the 2 holes at the side. And that's really the main difference between this and the Baby Mario and Baby Luigi figure, where you'll notice those figures have the Minions arms, which are LEGO minifigure arms with Technic bases, while this uses the Toad arms, which have been used for different characters in the series, like even in this very set, Lemmy uses that in a different color. I call them the Toad arms. So there's a difference there, and it kind of makes sense since Baby Peach doesn't have 2 colors on the arms. The design of this character also reuses the crown piece that Peach uses. This is the second LEGO set to have Lemmy, and it's actually the same design from the first LEGO set to have Lemmy, which was the original Adventures with Peach starter set, so not the newer release from last year. The design of this has the same toy tag at the back, or action tile, whatever you want to call it, where you take one of the electronic figures, you get that much coins with 6 hits, and then the design of this also has an interesting build for how the hair is clipped on there. I always liked that. You got some prints at the front where you have a front 2x2 circular tile, 2x4 oval tile, and then a printed 1x2 brick. Again, same print, same expression. I would have liked a little bit of a change up there. There's no new prints here. I quite like the build for the iconic Mario Kart Lakitu. Sorry, Mario Kart 7 playable Lakitu. This design having a really fun build for the headset there, where they just use that very familiar piece, which has the attachment right there, but then the pole connection and the little clip at the end. And you attach a microphone piece, and yeah, that looks fantastic if you ask me. You can see how there's a stud on the other side, a print with the 2x2 at the front, and this 3x3 tile design, which this tile design, the face design, is the same one that's from the most recent Peach starter set. We have gotten Lakitu before that with Lakitu's Cloud Adventures, or I think it's something like that, which uses the same 2x2 face print. This does have the little start light. Unfortunately, there's no alt for when either of them are red, so you just have them all green. That still works, and I like how that's held on with the hand right there, and you even have a clip right there if you want to move it up and down just a bit. At the back, you have a little shell, and it doesn't look as great from the back with how there's black right here, but it's not a big deal. If you want to remove Lakitu from the cloud, you can, just like that. And this cloud is actually attached with a clear 1x2 base, 1 stud end right there piece, which I'm so familiar with from Island Extreme Stunts. At the bottom, there's actually an exclusive action tile right there, which by putting Mario on there, you have Lakitu appear on there, and you can get some extra coins. Also, there's a little wrench clipped at the bottom. This set has a generic Toad, or the main Toad, as a racer, the design of which uses a face print that was in the configuration of Toad from even as recent as the recent Princess Peach Castle release. But I mean, the design of this top mushroom cap and torso right there are common throughout sets. That facial expression is on some different colored Toads. So this really isn't a rare minifigure or anything too unique. Again, just a slight facial expression change that might be exclusive to this set would go a long way in my opinion. Maybe make them look determined to race. Regardless, there's a couple other sets with Toads, but none with this specific design in the Mario Kart line. So yeah, this is the Racer Toad. And for those unfamiliar with the build for Toad, basically the top cap right there is on one of those hinged pieces. So you push that down just a bit with the mushroom cap atop, and it gets in just the right position. Baby Peach has the Wild Wiggler, which I actually quite like how this came out. I really like the color of the wheels right there, which the wheel piece is new for the Mario Kart line, where it's a pre-assembled combination of like two pieces. You can't take them apart. But you can see this combination of purple and yellow, I believe, is exclusive to this set. You have a little stud in the middle where you can put the hubcaps. Unfortunately, with the Mario Kart line, there's stickers. And we have stickers for all four of those hubcaps, which is incredibly frustrating. But hey, those don't really rely on them being perfectly aligned. However, something like these side 2x2 circular tiles do rely on being perfectly aligned. You can see how this one came out pretty good. The one on this side is misaligned just a bit, and it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I miss when the Mario line had no stickers aside from, of course, the little action tiles, which were something that were applied at a factory level, not something that the builder had to do. This has a ton of stickers. There's 2 sticker sheets full. So that's very, very frustrating if you ask me. Regardless, there is a printed piece at the front there from the previous Wiggler releases. The handlebars right here aren't really positioned at the best place. Like, yeah, there's no way Baby Peach or even that Mario electronic figure is going to be reaching that piece. I still can't get over how off these look when you have the figures turned off. Regardless, for the rest of this vehicle, we do have some nice little leg designs at the side. That's a fun and accurate interpretation from the game. I actually think they did a good job in representing the vehicle from the game. And at the top right here, you do have that action tile, which we'll play with in a sec. This hinge part right here is for gliders, which I wish they came in more sets like this set. At least give them with one cart. And then at the side, you do have this Koopa shell launcher, which this comes with a green shell. Just push down right here, and that launches very far. The new green shell piece is pretty cool, where you have a bumper piece at the bottom there. So that's a separate piece. And then at the top, you have a Koopa shell, but there's this little extension so you can put it in that new stud launcher. Anyways, I won't get too in-depth in this video because I've covered it in the other 2 Mario Kart reviews, but basically each of these carts have this little 2x2 action tile, where if you put one in electronic figures, so Peach, Luigi, or Mario, you basically have this revving up sound, wiggle it back and forth, you start your race. And basically in the race, which you could hook up 2 characters with the Bluetooth setting, whoever gets the most coins wins. How do you get coins? Well, turning your vehicle. There's no way with the Bluetooth connection to have any detection of which minifigure is ahead, which is very annoying. And yeah, I know I just called this minifigure, I should say electronic figure. So really you just get more coins by turning around and going all sporadic like that. And there's a timer for 60 seconds. But in this set in particular, there's an action towel on a build we'll get to in a little bit that will end the race. I'm pretty sure the same thing happens if you use any of the other goal action tiles from the other sets. So from the starter sets, they have that. But yeah, counts to coins, and whoever has the most coins wins. If you're playing a solo race, I guess you always win. The Toad bike for this set is actually the standard bike, which is funny because I remember the Toad standard bike was a Connects set as well. I do like the Lego version a lot more. This design has a nice sleekness to it that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I like minifigures, but you could still be sleek with these buildable characters right here. I will say this Koopa shell launcher is more intrusive here than on the Wiggler set, I feel like. I mean, Wiggler build, because they're both the same set. But that's very easy to remove, where you could just kind of pop it out right here. And all you have to do is put that Technic pin inverted to the bottom, and it will look the same on both sides. But as it stands, you know how this Koopa shell launcher works. We got another green shell, just push down there, and thankfully I didn't lose that. It's kind of fun to see the handlebars as those blaster pieces, usually as fill-ins for guns from, say, Lego Marvel, just used as handles right there. That's like a really fun part usage. We have the action tile right there. Again, put the electronic figures there to start your race. And then there's these wheel combinations, which is a yellow and black wheel. That's pretty cool. We do have a little bit of studs on the side right there. But yeah, I think this is a very sleek vehicle and probably the sleekest of the set. And my least favorite of the vehicle builds is the land ship. This is not a great interpretation of the vehicle from the games. I don't know why there's some random like sky blue at the back. That doesn't really look like the vehicle from the games, and it's so jarring with the rest of the vehicle. Yeah, sure, the wheels are blue, but you could always choose which wheels you want with your vehicles in the game. And there's even some stickers in this build that are quite obnoxious. So you have one at the very back, where I also thought these were supposed to be at the side of the vehicle in the game. It's weird that they're just at the back. And you can see that one right there, which is annoying to put on. And then at the side, they have what are the little covers for the cannon in the actual vehicle in the game. And we have a little Lemmy logo there that actually looks kind of creepy. And yeah, when you look at it like this, it doesn't really give off the vibes of the cannons and the cannon covers like the game does. I don't think shrinking it down to this specific sizing has worked with those side designs right there. Now you get a red shell launcher, which the set does give you an extra red shell. But if you push down here, you know how that works. Where is it gonna go? Where is it gonna go? Come on. Ah, it's stuck. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that one I think is permanently lost. No! Rip red shell. Don't worry, I got enough from the other sets. Regardless, this front part I actually really like. That came out pretty good. And how that's aligned using one of these pieces. Little hinge connection right there. That works. And of course, like the other vehicles, you have that little action tile in the middle and a spot where you can put a glider. Let's take a look at the Raceway build, which has a starting gate, some barriers, and then some little parts like the item boxes and such. This starting gate is a lot of fun to look at if you put everything on right, because yeah, this is loaded with stickers. All of these are stickers. There's no prints right here. So what is that? Just on this build alone, that's like a total of 13 stickers, which is crazy. Regardless, the design of these has mushroom piston engines, undead motors, Bowser oil, Mario Kart TV, and then you actually have a second Mario Kart TV. It's the only one that's repeated. But you have fuzzy battery, Bullet Bill speed trial, and Mario motors. Then in the middle, you have a Mario Kart logo, a welcome, which is on a 1x4 tile, and two checkered flags, which are on 2x2 tiles, and then that mushroom logo, which is on a 3x3 circular tile. Ugh, that one was so annoying to put on. And of course, you can see it's slightly misaligned. The most annoying part of the build is building these barriers, because you build the same pace right there 8 times. Yeah, that's quite egregious. Then you build this part twice, then you build these arrow signs 3 times. Regardless, these are little builds that you could extend to however you want, because they, again, separate in 8 sections. It is a simple enough build, so it's not like the most painful thing in the world. But you can see how they have a variant with a light right there, and then again, a variant with this little arrow right here, which I like how that's built with some uncommon colors for those triangular tile pieces. Then there's some side builds. We have basically all these builds that appeared in the Yoshi bike set and not a lot of other sets. Like these mystery boxes, item boxes, are something that's only in this set in the Yoshi bike set. I love this build. I don't mind that this was spammed in all of the sets, which again, it was only in 2 sets, the most expensive and the cheapest. It's cool that you get 2 of them in this set, unlike the Yoshi bike set. This uses a very interesting color of that blue right there, where you can see it's that sparkly, translucent color that's appearing more and more often. I quite love that, and you get the same build twice. I'll show what it does with the electronic figure in a second. But yeah, these red cones are also found, 2 of them even, in the Yoshi bike set. And just like the Yoshi bike set, you get the banana piece, which is fairly new, but with a new printing for the Mario Kart sets, which is that little smiley face right there. Regardless, with the item box, all you have to do is put your electronic figure, and they can get a variety of 6 different items. And the thing is, like the racing, and unlike the game, since there's limitations with these electronic figures, all those items do is that they'll give you more coins. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was something that would measure distance with these electronic figures. And it's also kind of weird because, like, okay, so you're racing, right? Does that mean when you're racing, you literally got to take off your electronic figure? Because there's no way they could read this item box in the cart. So in the middle of a race, you got to remove your electronic figure and get an item box. Which is just very cumbersome, if you ask me. Again, the system could use a lot of reworking. There is a winner's pedestal build, the design of which, again, uses 3 stickers, which annoys the heck out of me. These could have been prints, these could have been prints, these could have been prints. But yeah, you got a 1, a 2, and a 3, which are annoying to align perfectly. And as I showed earlier, you also got a goal right there, which is the same one that's found in the starter sets. At the back, it's not unpleasant to look at. And it looks cool having the 3 characters of the set on there. There's a little dessert stand, which is not something I immediately associate with Mario Kart, but here it is. It's kind of weird because if there's all the racers in this set, you'll just have it unmanned. There's nobody there. But I guess if you don't have them all racing and you're using your electronic figures or fill-ins from other sets, then you could just put Toad on that stand right there. Regardless, there is a unique electronic tile right there, action tile piece, which when read with electronic figure, that's kind of cool. That's something I haven't seen before with the sweets there. So that's kind of cool that we got something special there. Little Yoshi's cookie reference there. But yeah, there is a cookie right here. Unfortunately, not a new print for Yoshi's cookie. And then inside, there's a little ice cream, which is adorable. It uses, of course, the dog poop piece, which is always funny to see in something like a sweet. Regardless, I quite like the color scheme they have going on here with those lighter colors with the white in the middle. I do wish all these builds came together in one whole build. Honestly, it might be best it's this way, since, it's not like this comes with road plate pieces, so you're really making your own sized course, It's not a full course. It doesn't go all the way around. So yeah, it's probably best that these are not all connected, so that they're easy to rearrange. The box art is pretty nice. Because of the Lego Mario sets. I just knocked over a figure. At the back, you have many shots of the sets, advertising figures that are, again, sold separately. And there's 4 different instruction booklets. And there's 2 sticker sheets, which I talked about earlier. But yeah, you can see that's quite a bit of stickers, if you ask me. I'll be honest, I like these Mario Kart sets more when I have them built than in the reveal. At least this one in particular, I think, has a good value for $80. There's 3 different carts which have very unique builds. Now, on one hand, the design of 2 of them are great. One of them, I think, didn't come out great, which is the land ship vehicle. But like I said, I really like the Wiggler build, and the Toad standard cart is surprisingly sleek. Or sorry, standard bike. The design of the figures could be a little bit more unique in my opinion, just give slight variance to their facial expressions, but we do get that exclusive Baby Peach, which I think came out great. And even with the existing prints, I do like that version of Lakitu that we see here. The design of the Raceway is not amazing, but it's pretty decent. It's more for play than for display, but as a display piece, it doesn't look awful. It is all disconnected, but that makes sense for this kind of a build your own Raceway idea. Though there is that incredibly frustrating aspect introduced with these Mario Kart sets where we're switching from printed pieces to stickers for different designs, because the previous Mario sets didn't use stickers outside of the action tile pieces. So that's very frustrating, and this set is loaded with stickers, which is probably the worst part of this set. But yeah, I'd give this set a 7 out of 10. I'm surprised to say that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Just be polite. Subscribe here for more Mario Kart coverage, more Lego news, honest Lego takes, because I always want to be honest. You can check out the other Mario Kart reviews, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.